So let's proceed to the laws of exponent. So dito i-discuss natin yung kung kanina ay mga like terms na pwede nating i-combine or i-subtract yung mga like terms. Dito naman ang titignan natin ay yung mga bases o yung mga base. So like for an example, yung naka-flash sa screen nyo, meron tayo dyang a raised to m multiplied by a raised to n. Pag nakita kayo ng dot saan man no, sa algebra, ay ibig sabihin lang yan ay multiplication. Hindi na kasi tayo gumagamit dito ng x as a sign of multiplication kasi malilito tayo dun sa malilito tayo dun sa x no, na ginagawa minsan na variable. So, this one, makikita natin dito na meron tayong different parts of the term. No, kung kanina, tinawag natin itong variable. No, in this case, tatawagin natin itong base. No, itong parehas na a. So, these are bases. Okay? And again, yung m, pati n, ay this will be your exponent. So, yung bases or yung base ay nagko-consist ng either variable and a numerical coefficient. So, for example, meron akong 35x squared, yung example natin kanina. Ang magiging base natin dito ay itong dalawa, 35x, no? Pero usually, no, ang titignan natin dyan ay yung variable. Parehas ba sila ng variable? So, let's move on to the first rule or first law of exponent, the multiplication law. No? Paano ba tayo nagmo-multiply ng dalawang term, no? Ang tawag lang doon or ang kino-consider lang doon ay same ba sila ng bases, no? If same sila ng bases, katulad nitong pinakita natin na example, a raised to m times a raised to n. So makikita natin na same sila ng bases. Ibig sabihin daw niyan ay pwede lang natin i-copy yung bases nila. So let's say this is a, no? Purahin ko lang to. Pwede natin i-copy yung bases and then yung gagawin natin sa kanilang exponent ay we will just add their exponent. So yung a raised to m times a raised to n will be just equal to a raised to m plus n. So basically i-add lang natin no exponent. Paano naman kapag rule na sila naman ay i-divide? So for example, I have here a raised to m over a raised to n. Ang equivalent naman nito ay you will also check if their bases are the same. So same naman sila. So I will just write a and then you will instead of adding katulad ng unlike dun sa ating multiplication law, dito naman kapag division, i-minus mo naman sila or isa-subtract mo sila. So yung pinakataas siya yung magiging unang term mo minus n. So this will be a raised to m over a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. Okay, so this is your multiplication law and yung division law. You may refer to the law of exponent na naka-flash dito. Okay? So that is the first law, yung mga basic law natin. What about the second law? Na meron dyan second law naka-flash sa inyo. The power rule or the law of power, no? If I have a raised to m and then itong whole na ito ay raised to n pa. So basically meron kang dalawang exponent pero naka-raise pa yung isa mong term dun sa isa pang exponent. So this is just equal to a raised to mn. Or ang rule daw dito kapag nakita kayo ng ganitong klaseng expression, i-multiply nyo lang yung exponent niya. Okay? What about this one? If I have two term o kaya hindi siya two term, dalawang variable na ni-raise mo sa isang exponent naman. So, gagawin natin dito, i-distribute lang natin ang exponent sa dalawang term mo o yung dalawang variable mo. So, the quantity of ab raised to m is just equal to a raised to m multiplied by b raised to m. Okay? So that is the power rule, no? Or ito yung mga power rules natin. So what if I have a negative exponent naman? So a negative exponent has a significant kasi kapag positive yan, yun lang din yun. Kapag, for example, sinabi natin a raised to m lang din yung equivalent. Pero kapag ginawa na natin negative yung exponent niya, ang equivalent nito ay yung kanyang reciprocal. So a raised to negative m is equal to 1 over a raised to m. So meron pa tayong tinatawag na mga basic rules such as a raised to 0. This is basic sa mathematics, no? Any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Tandaan nyo na any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. So kung meron kang number na ni-raise mo sa 0, ang equivalent lagi nyon ay 1, no? Pero syempre, a here should not be equal to 0, provided that a should not be equal to 0. So yun lang naman na exemption niya. So I'll give you time to copy this para medyo mas malaki kayong kopya. Siya nga pala, idadagdag ko lang, no? Kung dito, sa kaparehas na rule nito, no? Kung meron ka rin namang a, okay, separate ko lang siya. Ayan. So kung meron kang a over b, yung quantity ng a over b, ni-raise mo sa isang exponent. This is also equal to, dapat yung m dito or yung exponent ay i-distribute mo sa mga terms. So, ito ay magiging a raised to m over b raised to m. So, kaparehas lang siya ng rule ng multiplication. And what else do we have? Ayan, meron din tayong transitive property na binanggit, yung pinaka-last na or ang property nito ay kung may parehas kang base, like for example, parehas na a pa rin ang gagamitin natin para consistent, just for this example or for this illustration. A raised to m daw, if equal siya sa a raised to n, magagamit ito sa pag-solve ng equations which involves exponents, no? Lalo na kapag merong mga radical sign and mga exponential sign or exponents. So kung si a raised to m is equal to a raised to n, then therefore, their exponents are equal. M is just equal to n. Provided na parehas yung base nila. Okay? Sige, yan yung law of exponent natin. So let's move on to the next, no? Ang next naman ay sample exercises. So let's do some exercises. So let's try these exercises. So number 1, meron tayong given na a multiplied by a raised to 5 times a raised to 7. So ano daw yung equivalent expression nito, no? As we can expect or we can inspect, no, na dapat kapag nagmo-multiply daw tayo from the first law of exponent, dapat pare-parehas daw sila ng base. So pare-parehas ba sila ng base? Yes. So this one, yung pinakaunang term ay meron tayong invisible na 1 dito. So according to the first rule, kapag nakakita tayo ng pinagmumultiply na parehas na bases, we will just add their exponent. So I'll just copy the base, yung same bases, then I'll just add their exponent. So 1 plus 5 plus 7. So this is just equal to a raised to 1 plus 5, 6 plus 7 is equal to 13. So ito ay a raised to 13. Okay, as simple as that. And then number 2, sinabi naman dun na 6x squared y raised to 4 raised to 3. Okay, according to the power rule, distribute natin si 3. Diba? Kapag dinistribute natin si 3, ay i-distribute natin sa lahat, no? Hindi lang sa mga exponents, kundi sa lahat ng mga makikita nating term dito. So, meron tayong numerical coefficient, meron tayong dalawang variable. Okay? So, according to the power rule, this expression here is just equal to 6 raised to 3 x raised to 2 times 3 and then y raised to 4 times 3. Right? Or it is just equal to itong 6 raised to 3 is just 6 times 6 times 6. And then itong x raised to 2 times 3 is just equal to x raised to 6. No? And then y raised to 12. Okay? So, sige, isulat ko dito para kabila na lang. So, equal to sa 6 times 6 times 6 tapos x raised to 6. Sige. Hindi ko pala gagamitin ng x, no? Para hindi tayo malito. So, 6 times 6 times 6 tapos x raised to 2 times 3, 6, y raised to 4 times 3 is just equal to 12. Or 6 times 6 is 36 times 6. Pwede kayong mag-multiply ng long method. Pero kung kabisado nyo or kaya nyo i-mental, this is just equal to 216 times x raised to 6, y raised to 12. Okay? So this will be our answer. 216 x raised to 6, y raised to 12. The third one, 22 y raised to 7, z raised to 4 divided by 2y times z raised to 3. So this is the quotient rule, no? So isa-isahin ko lang siya. Of course, the numerical coefficient, hindi mo siya ipagmaminus kasi as is yan. No, i-divide mo siya. Pero yung may parehas na term or parehas na bases, i-subtract mo lang yung kanilang mga exponents. So we have 22, isa-isahin natin 22 divided by 2 is 11. So meron tayong y, same na term sila. So 7 minus 1, may invisible na 1 dyan, times z raised to 4 divided by z raised to 3 is equal to z raised to 4 minus 3. Okay? So, this is just equivalent to 11 y raised to 6 z raised to 1. Or, di naman na kailangan tong 1. So, this will be your final answer. Okay? So, I will give you time to copy this one. Okay, number 4. No, meron naman tayo ditong same lang siya actually ng number 2, pero let's see kung paano natin i-solve to. 6m raised to 3 times n raised to 4 raised to 0. So this is a basic rule na any number raised to 0 is just equal to, ano sagot nyo? Equal to 1. So hindi ko na siya isa-solve pa, pero as you can see, no, kapag dinistribute natin ng 0 sa lahat ng term natin dito, 6 raised to 0 is equal to 1, m raised to 3 raised to 0 is equal to m raised to 0, or is just equal to 1, as the basic rule applies. N raised to 4 raised to 0 or n raised to 0 is just equal to 1 again. So this will be your final answer. Simple lang. Number 1 or 1. Number 5. Meron tayo ditong 6y raised to negative 3 over x raised to negative 3. Okay? So, ito naman yung rule ng reciprocal, no? Kapag negative ang nakita nating exponent, then ililipat mo lang siya. Kapag nasa numerator, lilipat mo lang siya sa denominator. Kapag nasa denominator, ay lilipat mo lang siya sa numerator, and then magiging positive yung sign ng exponent. So, for example, 6y raised to negative 3 over x raised to negative 3. Si y raised to negative 3 ay lilipat ko sa baba, pero positive na yung kanyang exponent. Si 6, ikakopy ko lang dito. And as we can see, x raised to negative 3 has also a negative exponent. So, ilipat ko siya sa taas na may positive na exponent. So, that will be the final answer. Para ka na nag-simplify. So, pag nakakita kayo ng negative na exponent, ang ibig sabihin lang nun ay kukuhanin mo yung reciprocal. Okay? So, last number, 6. Meron kang 6 x squared y raised to 4 over 3xy. So, apply here the PEMDAS rule. Ano ba yung nasa pinakaloob muna, no? So, solve muna natin ng pinakaloob before tayo mag-raise to 3. So, solving that one, so 6 divided by 3 is just equal to 2. Didiretso ko na siya, x squared divided by x is equal to x raised to 2 minus 1, or just 1. Diba? And then we also have y raised to 4 divided by y is just equal to y raised to 4 minus 1, or y raised to 3. Then everything is raised to 3 again. So, gagawin natin ulit dito, distribute the exponent 3, and then kakalabasan is 2 raised to 3, x raised to 3, then y raised to 3 times 3. Okay? Or this is just equal to 2 raised to 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. Or equal lang siya sa 8. X raised to 3, copy lang. Then y raised to 3 times 3 is y raised to 9. That will be our final answer. So copy our solution. The next one is the special products and factoring. So, nilagay ko lang dyan ng mga importanteng or mga kailangan nating i-memorize or isa puso para hindi natin makalimutan, no? Sa special products and factoring, you don't need to go through processes, no? Makikita nyo dyan yung expression na mga shortcuts, no? In short, shortcuts yan. Yung mga nilagay ko sa screen nyo. No? Sinabi doon na kapag meron ka daw a plus b squared, ang ibig sabihin lang daw niyan ay kapag nire-write natin a plus b times a plus b. Ayan. So, gawin muna natin yung long method bago tayo mag-come up dun sa mga shortcuts, no? Ang ibig sabihin lang daw nito, using the FOIL method, na alam niyo ba yung FOIL method? Kapag sinabi natin FOIL method, FOIL, ayan, as in FOIL, ibig sabihin ng F ay first term, okay, first terms, ayan, first terms, tapos ibig sabihin ng O, outer terms, ibig sabihin ng I, inner terms, ibig sabihin ng L, last terms. Okay? Sige, try nating sundan yung FOIL method, no? Para sa mga hindi pa nakasabay nito. So, first terms, alamin natin yung first terms daw ng dalawang binomial. So, first term, we have A times A. Okay? So, yung mga first terms daw ay i-multiply natin. So, a times a, parehas sila ng bases, tapos ang exponent nila ay parehas na 1. So, this is equal to a raised to 1 plus 1. So, equal lang yan sa a raised to 2. Tapos, yung outer terms, itong parehas na labas, ay pag-multiply din natin. So, that will be plus a times b. And then, we also have inner terms. Ito naman pinakaloob. Ayan. Plus, BA, or pwede na natin balikan rin na AB na lang din. Okay? And then, the last terms, we have B times B. Or this is equal to B squared. Okay? So, using this one, we have applying the rule kanina, no? Yung rule natin sa combining like terms. So, as we can see, meron tayong isang like term lang dito, which is the middle terms, no? Kasi a squared, hindi naman siya parehas kay b squared. Kasi same lang sila na exponent, pero hindi sila same ng variable. So, I'll just copy a squared here. And then yung ab, same exponent, ay same variable, a tapos b. Tapos parehas din na exponent na 1. So, ab plus ab, meron ditong invisible na 1. So, that is just equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to 2ab plus b squared. Kaya nakuha yung a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So, I'll let you copy this one muna bago tayo mag-proceed sa next part.